baby. Later, you're gonna show us how it's done. Yeah, baby. Hi, Bobby. We are outside for the first time this season. Well, where it's been, you know, warmish.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Rubbing the soot from his nose, Santa, said the kitten, sleepily from an armchair by the hearth.
Yeah.
Put your stuff in your purse.
Oh,
I gotta go in 3 directions.
oh, the porcelain like a food.
Yeah.
Gaga.
Bird.
Better start. So now we get to do as many things as we want. So those are your cards and those are
We're out on a little morning hike.
Not season, please. No season.
Good morning. It is a Wednesday. We have art class today. Life is going perfectly well. This is a beautiful week for us. It is daylight savings time, so we have sprung forward, and I just feel such good energy this week of every year, but I never really noticed it until this year. And all good things are happening in our world. Just the energy is so light and happy, and we get more sunlight. This week was like 70 degrees. We've been outside all day, which just really changes everything for us. There's really still nothing to report. The kids are thriving, growing, developing, and then resting and really processing things deeply and subconsciously. And then they're more intelligent like a week later, and it's so fascinating. And I find the same thing with myself when I'm learning a new skill. I really have to, trudge through the tough parts and then take a break and sit back for a second and really process. And I go back and I'm like more knowledgeable, and there's probably so much psychology that goes into that, and I should look into that. But for now, I just know what I'm experiencing. I've been so oh, there's a train. I've been indulging so deeply into life that I have not found the inspiration to vlog. And I know it's so easy for me because it's just setting my phone down and living, but sometimes just grabbing my phone and getting on the videotapes takes me out of my real world. Not often because of how I vlog and how I choose to do that, or not, you know, not let my phone take over. But Lane, she's just moving right along. Addison has a handful of extracurriculars, and I feel totally ready to take on maybe one or two more things, maybe this spring or next fall. Lana is so chill outside, and she just wants to be outside, and she just hangs out and does whatever I'm doing. Yesterday I was building a rock path to the front door and some rock steps temporarily, but they're kind of cute, so we might keep them up to the front door because we tore off our deck last year. And she was just, you know, pulling weeds and stuff. She was just doing the same thing, pulling weeds right along with me. She was shoveling right along with me, picking up little rocks when I was picking up the big rocks. And the kids were just playing, and everything feels so beautiful and effortless and natural. And Addison just had a sleepover last night, or she hosted a sleepover with a good bestie. And life just feels so good. I've been eating the cleanest diet I've ever eaten in my entire life, and I feel the benefits. I just feel so beautifully present and alive and energized and at peace. My anxieties are just gone. I mean, it really does pay to just educate yourself on health and nutrition. And I have dumbified my phone, meaning I keep it on airplane mode in the evening and the morning. During the day, I keep it on night mode, so it turns off the blue light. Nobody. Come on, not yet, bub. Bubby. I keep it all the way dim, and I have it on grayscale, so my phone has no color. Unless I need to do something specific like edit a vlog, I will turn on the color. And then I have no exciting apps. The only exciting app I have is Pinterest. I got that back for inspiration for something, I think home stuff. The rock steps. And yeah, my phone is so boring to look at with the grayscale that even if I feel drawn to pick it up out of addiction, I just set it back down because it's so boring, and my real world is so much more interesting. And I love that. Me and the kids have been reading nonstop. I'm giving them a reading addiction, I swear. If we get a free time to just sit, I have so many books just thrown right at me, like, come on, let's read, let's finish this chapter, let's finish this. What else? Me and my mom have been spending, hey mom, a lot more time together. She's retired and she's been coming up, and vice versa. And I've really been enjoying that quality time with her. What else? The business is going very well. Nicholas is working so hard and providing, and his business is flourishing. It's an antique business. He's making beautiful connections in that industry, and it seems like he's really relishing in that. With the spring and the time change, after a month or maybe a month and a half of taking just some time off to hibernate and just rest with the winter and not feel pressured, I got back into music on Monday, and I'm rebranding that, and I feel so inspired, and that just feels so good to me. I think that's it. I really think that's it. Oh, and finally, the only other new thing is I'm going to be volunteering at a local animal sanctuary where they rescue animals, farm animals, and, you know, domesticated animals that have been neglected. They also do a farm, and they give the food away for free. The fruits and vegetables that they grow, they give it away to the community for free. And it's something I want to be a part of. And so I have my orientation this month to go and do that. Other than that, that's it, you guys. I've been eating nothing but fruit for 80 days now. And that's what I mean by my clean diet. And the benefits are abundant. I feel so connected to nature, the sun, other humans. I feel so energized. I could have 0 hours of sleep and still be up working out, doing my hike, doing my run, hanging out with the kids, taking care of this, that, and the other. So we are peacefully and abundantly and intentionally learning at our own pace. Just some unschooling philosophy that I've picked up, or just something that I've been learning by living. Just, from our experience. Addison's been abundantly asking questions. I mean, all sorts of questions. And her questions are very educated and intricate. And a lot of the times I give her my best, right? I give her my best. And then we look it up together. We really do indulge. We'll watch a short documentary or YouTube video or a film. And we really soak it in. I'm like, that's so interesting. I just learned something new. Lane, same rate, but her questions I can almost always answer. But the way that when you homeschool and the kids have all this extra mental space and clarity, and they're just genuinely wondering physics, like how it all works. Sometimes I can't answer her questions because they're so intricate and educated as a 4-year-old. And so we look it up, and I'll show her like a diagram and all these things, and they're so invested, they're glued to the answer and the teaching of it because they were the ones asking. It's their thing. I'm simply guiding them to the answer. Okay, now they just process that. They have a better understanding of the world, and that's so beautiful. And then Lana, she's just following the big kids, at that age, and 4 still, and 9 still. Learning is play. Learning is totally play. Simply and effortlessly. But Lana's just sounding out the letters when she finds one in the toy box, and wanting to draw different shapes when she watches Lane. She's growing, and she had 8 teeth come in at the same time. Canine top, canine bottom, molars up and down. Those aren't the correct terms for anyone in the dental industry. So ouch at night for her, but her speech, she's getting, more articulate with her sounds and the way she's communicating with us. And it's just so beautiful. This is my first full year, like I mentioned before, where I'm not pressured in the slightest. I don't feel any societal pressures to be doing curriculum at all, because I am about 3 years in to this. And even though we've tried to do curriculums in the past, this is tried and true. This is what works. This is what we always settle back on. And it's beautiful, and it's abundant, and it feels so right and natural. And I always go with how I feel, and I don't care what other people do. I've seen stories upon stories upon stories of families thriving in this way. And so if it's possible, this is the way I want to do it. You just have to remember, you can't just be like, all right, you're on your own. Like, that's neglect. And if they're a teenager and you say you're on your own, by then they should have enough skills and knowledge to be able to indulge and find the answer on their own. But when they're like super young, you are the ship that carries them to the resources and the way about the world, and how are we going to find this, and this. So that's what's new in our world. Hopefully I'll get you guys some behind the scenes and document some for our future selves. But until then, have a beautiful spring, you guys.